All right.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Poverty School Business Community Group, my name is Karen Drover, and I'm here to present a proposal concerning how a well-balanced diet is negatively affected by low income. The purpose of the study will investigate and recommend methods to improve the problem many low-income consumers struggle with. Lacking nutritious diets while trying to stay within a limited budget can cause serious health-related problems for both adults and children. According to Statistics Canada, 3.7 million Canadians experience food insecurity, which they define as being unable to provide food for oneself or their family members. More than 40% of these people of low and lower middle income households report having food insecurity on a daily basis. Now that's a lot of empty shopping carts. This is a serious problem in our society and it needs to be addressed. Some background information includes that unhealthy eating has been an ongoing concern for many years. As we all know, a healthy lifestyle, including healthy food and exercise, is a long-term critical factor. However, healthy foods are generally more expensive than unhealthy foods. In trying to stay within a tight budget, low-income consumers likely want more food for their money. Therefore, they like to focus their diets on quantity, not quality. In low-income neighborhoods, grocery stores are very limited. Since most of these consumers may not have their own vehicle, many are obligated to pay for transportation. That being said, not everybody has access to a healthy diet. According to the American Dietetic Association, previous efforts have provided nutritional education programs and food system programs. Although these methods have been successful in increasing the consumption of healthier foods, disparities between high and low-income consumers still exist. For an extensive time, poverty community groups have been concerned about the low-income population in terms of fulfilling their needs. However, according to Statistics Canada information, there are too many people still struggling to have a nutritious diet with so many limited resources. Therefore, in order to decrease the problem of poor diets and health risks, resources need to become more accessible to those that need them most. A Canadian research study done by Science Direct found that there was a higher fast food exposure to neighborhoods with a greater percentage of low-income populations. The number of food banks in these areas need to increase to encourage a healthier variety of provisions. By working with authorities to convert units of low-income housing into required space, it will be possible to offer food banks near the individuals that will want them. Supermarkets also need to be more available in these neighborhoods, to not only make it easier for those wanting to get groceries every day, but to also offer a larger selection of healthier, low-cost foods. Food vouchers also need to be more accessible from the committed government and corporate agencies to aid the high percentage of people that can't afford their own food. These vouchers can be distributed as part of government commitment. A recent study from Science Direct also found that supermarket access has always been limited in low-income neighborhoods with low vehicle ownership rates. Those with no vehicle are obligated to either pay a bus or taxi fee, which is likely to exceed their budget, or to walk to the nearest grocery store. Offering a transportation service or pass will be helpful to low-income families that do not have their own transportation. Low-income consumers are generally lower educated. Providing educational programs on nutrition and financial management will be very beneficial in increasing diet quality and decreasing health concerns while staying within a limited budget. Research will be gathered by conducting confidential face-to-face interviews and questionnaires. The representative sample of 1,000 low and lower middle income North Americans will be between the ages of 18 and 70 years of age. Government and social agencies will also be interviewed to provide additional input. Further secondary research of Canadian and U.S. populations and issues will be completed in addition to the 4 references already used, including Statistics Canada, Social Science and Medicine, American Dietetic Association, and the Health and Place publication. To conclude, the problem of poor nutrition among low-income individuals historically has been a problem to health. Increasing the accessibility of resources will improve the issue, and interviewing those affected will help seek solutions. Keep in mind, it's not only adults, but it's also affecting children at a young age. Here's some food for thought. Let's not only use the statistics for research, let's change them. Thank you. Alright, so at this time, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Okay.
How is it planned to measure poverty or income of residential sector?
Well, basically, poverty is measured by what's called the poverty threshold. Basically, the poverty threshold is defined by U.S. and Canadian governments by the absolute poverty line. So it's adjusted according to the inflation by the consumer index price. So it generally varies between households. So say if you have a family of 4, including 2 children, their poverty threshold is probably around $20,000. But someone who's 65 or living on their own, poverty threshold for him would probably be around $10,000. So it really depends on the household. So measuring poverty for our representative sample is going to depend on our threshold. Any more questions?
What are some questions you have from interviews and questionnaires?
Some questions we're going to focus on our climate research. We'll basically focus on the consumer's needs and wants. So like I said, we're going to focus on the poverty threshold, which varies between households, so what their income is and how many people are supported on that income. And then we're going to ask them if they have trouble getting proper nutrition, if they have a car, transportation, if they use food banks already. And from there, we're going to see if resources, if they become more available, see if they'll be helpful for them.